Hello again, everyone. I am slightly beaten up from this week, but we're back for another match card rundown, and this is for week 7. Apologies if you can hear that. Timing is absolutely terrible, but we're just going to roll right into this match card run. So we're going to kick things off with Maria Sampson versus Melissa Berg. This is just a controlative way of ensuring that they're going to be in that women's elimination chamber match next week. I don't see Maria winning. We've seen what Melissa Berg is capable of in the ring. She is a dangerous individual, and under the guidance of Controlative, I do believe she is probably one of the favourites to become women's champion at some point, maybe even women's IC champion. It all depends, really. Then the next match, Alex Blade versus a mystery opponent. Now, some of you may have seen, I was talking to someone at the end of last week's episode. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Had to phone in an offer from an old friend. Had to call in a favour, if you would. You guys aren't going to know who that is. Unless you saw. I don't know. Really, really hard to guess that one. I'd say Alex Blade. He'll want to get momentum going his way for the big ladder match next week. That's going to be one hell of a match. Rock and Rave experience. Payne Blade. Ladders involved for the tag titles. Hell yeah. Then we have Kyle Young's in-ring CEW Retro debut against another man who's debuting, Tony Ford. Now, we don't know anything about Tony Ford. I've seen some of his work. He's a tremendous athlete, and I don't know. I'd probably have to give it to the Second City Soldier. Just a bit more of a veteran, I'd say. I haven't really seen much of Tony Ford, so that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards Kyle. But that should be a good match. Two guys got a lot to prove. We'll see how the dynamic goes for that. And then in the main event, it is a contract on the line. Reed versus Blake Payne. One half of the tag champs. If Reed wins, he gets a spot on Retro. If he loses, he doesn't get one just yet. That doesn't mean that if Reed loses, he'll never get a spot on the Retro roster or in CEW ever again. That's not the case. That's not the case. I don't know how people are trying to twist this. Me and Eugene, we came to the decision that we will give Reed a shot. If he wins, then he can fast pass everybody else, earn himself a contract and a shot to compete in Retro. But if he falls one step out of line, he's done. And that's sort of the same before he even gets the match. But Blake, did he really have to make his contract match against Blake? The man is enraged. I don't know what has annoyed him. I mean, you saw what he did. Reed, what were you thinking? Genuinely. Blake, one half of the tag champs, the leader of the Payne Foundation, in a no DQ match. A no DQ match. I'm sorry, Reed. You might as well just put in a good showing, because I don't see you beating Blake, and that pains me to say. Because if anyone wants to see Blake lose, it's this guy right here. But he's on a roll. He is on an absolute roll. He's on a tear. He is basically making CEW his at this point. The Payne Foundation are getting stronger by the day. And I just don't see Blake losing, and that's why I'm saying I hope that Reed has at least a good showing, because then at least another company could look at him and say, oh, you know what? He's actually talented. I'm going to give him a go. I'm going to give him a shot. I'm going to give him a contract. I'm going to give him an opportunity because that's what I'd love to do for him, but we just have no room on Retro. Hence why I gave him this match. But in a no DQ match against Blake, and I know I keep repeating myself, but I just don't see it happening. There's 4 matches on the card. Different to last week. I mean, to be fair, I said there were 3 matches on the card last week, and then we had that really weird thing between Alicia Saw and Jade Young. Still have no idea how that went down at all. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, we're 1 week away from the Super Show, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some big things go down. Who knows? Anyway, I've been Byron Polan. This has been Retro Episode 7, Match Card Rundown. Once again, you can see the simplified version on Twitter. And I will see you all for the Super Show Match Card Rundown next time.